back here for Smash This Podcast. Oh man, this is going to be one of those weekends where it almost feels like WrestleMania weekend because there's so much going on. You feel like your head's going to spin off. There's primarily talking about FloSlam on this one, and then there's also the NXT show Saturday night, along with Backlash from the WWE on Sunday. And my WWE predictions will be coming within the next day or so, but I wanted to do this first. I wanted to give FloSlam some love because they have just a loaded weekend coming up, along with more stuff even next week. If you look at next week, I know they've got, just quickly looking ahead here, so this stuff is happening from the 19th through the 21st, but then the 24th and 25th are Lucha Forever shows, which I've become a big fan of since seeing the first one, so I'll be excited about that. FIP returns on the 26th, which is next Friday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Style Battle 4. Looking forward to that. Those are different, but they're a lot of fun. They're like quick, short tournaments, kind of like an independent version of like King of the Ring. I like those, along with other stuff coming up in early June. So yeah, loaded May, the second part of May coming up here for FloSlam. I'm just going to talk about the stuff happening this weekend. You've got the House of Hardcore happening tomorrow night, and not going to talk as much about that, but I'm more excited for the Evolve shows, especially the Chicago one on Saturday, which is happening earlier in the day as to not interfere with the NXT show. Unfortunately, 85 is happening during Backlash, along with an IPW Super Show, which I'm not going to talk too much about that, but I may watch that somewhere down the road. But I'm more vested in the Evolve and House of Hardcore. House of Hardcore shows are just a lot of fun. Tommy Dreamer really puts on a good show. So yeah, let's start with that. Let's start talking about Tommy's show. This is House of Hardcore 26, Friday, May 19th. There's not too many matches listed on the card itself. Tommy Dreamer versus Cody Rhodes, which is headlining it. That looks really good. Then listed is Bully Ray, Issues, and Open Challenge. Now, when I first read that, my first thought is, okay, well, he likes to bring back veterans, so maybe an old veteran will come back and accept a challenge. My first thought was like Sabu or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know how his health has been. I think he's been back in the ring after having hip surgery, or I don't know if he still needs the surgery. I'm not sure what Sabu's condition is, actually. I'd have to go research that a little more. But, my first thought was like an old ECW veteran. But if it's a younger up-and-comer, possibly, and I've only watched a handful of these House of Hardcore shows, Maybe you can kind of call him like a new kid on the block as far as House of Hardcore. I think he made his debut at one of the last ones. I'm gonna get this wrong, so I'm gonna quickly look up his name as to not screw it up. Mr. MJF. It's been really making some waves. He's Maxwell Friedman That's what he calls himself, Mr. MJF. And if you don't know who that is, go look him up. He really... Just look up at MJF on Twitter. You'll see some interesting stuff on him. Only a couple years in the business, and he sounds like he's cutting promos better than The Miz. And I mean that in the most complimentary way. So who knows, you know. What else on here? Squad versus Team Tremendous. That should be fun. And two big guys. Moose versus Dan Maff. Should be a good one. Also listed for the card, Velvet Sky, Bull James, Rhett Titus, Sandman, Guido Marciano. Is that Little Guido? I think that's who that is. And more. So, yeah. And like I said, that's always a fun show. Usually some really good wrestling along with some Wrestle Silly thrown in there. Let's see. Evolve 84. Is that the full card? I think this is the full card. Alright. So it looks like the headliner is going to be Matt Riddle, the WWN champion, defending his championship against Kyle O'Reilly. That, oh my goodness. You know, that's almost one of those for me personally. I don't care who wins that. I mean, Riddle just won that back at Mania, so I don't expect him to lose that. But just the fact that he's got this match against Kyle O'Reilly, that is going to be one intense match. That is. But I'm assuming, you should never assume anything in the world of wrestling, but... Oh, excuse me. Should be good. This is the match I'm probably looking forward to the most all weekend. Zack Sabre Jr., the Evolve champion, defending against Ethan Page. Ethan Page, over the last several months, has become one of my favorite guys to watch, whether it be cutting promos or shenanigans at ringside or just destroying someone like Darby Allin. Rest in peace, Darby Allin. I shouldn't joke about rest in peace stuff, I'm sorry. Considering we just lost a legend in the world of music in the last 24 hours. My apologies. Anyways, I'm, as much as I love and respect Zack Sabre Jr. for his abilities, this has been a long time coming for Ethan Page. Just, you know, and there's so much more stuff as far as Evolve stuff that I have not seen him do. So I'm going to have to do myself a favor and go check out some of the old Evolve stuff that I, you know, previously to where I started watching around the end of last year, beginning of this year. I'd like to see Ethan Page become champ. And do I think some shenanigans are going to be involved? Absolutely. He's got that new gatekeeper, and I mentioned who it was in one of my last Evolve videos, and I apologize, I can't remember his name. Big Luke Harper looking motherfucker. He's just massive. Along with the other gatekeeper, I have absolutely no doubt that those guys are going to get involved somehow, some way, and destroy Zack Sabre Jr. So I think we're going to see a new champion in Chicago for their. In fact, it's Evolve's debut in Chicago. I wish I could be there. I don't do too good with road trips lately because of my back, but I would. Oh man. Numb me up and send me down there. I would love to see this one. Would be absolutely incredible. Chris Dickinson and Jaka defending their Evolve Tag Team Championships against Matt Nix and I'm going to screw this up, so I apologize. I'm just not going to say his Matt Nix and we'll just say Velasquez for the Evolve Tag Team Championships. I don't know who those other two guys are, but Dickinson and Jaka are always tremendous in the ring. Should be good nonetheless. Donovan, here we go. Here's another going to be possible match of the weekend. There's several on this list, but this one is going to be a lot of fun. This is a rematch from WrestleMania weekend. A rematch of the winner of the Best More Than Mania match. I didn't realize that's what this match was called. But Donovan Dijak versus Keith Lee. And I've talked about Keith Lee before. Yeah, two big guys just kicking the snot out of each other. All day. Could watch it all day. It's going to be a lot of fun. Man. I think Keith Lee bettered Dijak during WrestleMania weekend, so you like to think sometimes you see the 50-50 booking, maybe Dijak will win this one. Maybe. Or maybe it'll turn into a 2 out of 3 thing. So, who knows? But nonetheless, it doesn't really matter to me. It's going to be tremendous. Tracy Williams, newly at the side of Hathaway, representing him, versus Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb's another guy I can watch all the time. One of my new favorites over the course of the last couple of years. Especially being Matanza in Lucha Underground. I'm not supposed to say that. I'm sorry. Who? That should be very good. Always rooting for Cobb. Should be good. He's got another match the next day. I'll get into that in a bit. Leo Rush, newly crowned CZW champ, versus Austin Theory. That should be good. Another contender for match of the weekend. Absolutely. Next, Jason Kincaid versus Fred Yehai. Rooting for Fred Yehai on this one. Jason Kincaid is one of those... I didn't realize he's just coming back from injury as well, so I hope he's okay. I hope he's ready, because he's going to be in big trouble this weekend. But yeah, love Fred Yehai. Another one of my favorites watching Evolve lately. And then the next card for the next day, 85, which who knows what I'm going to do. I might watch Backlash and then watch Evolve, or I might vice versa. I might watch Evolve live and then watch Backlash. I don't know. Well, that's going to be one I'm going to have to wrestle with myself all day about. What do I want to watch live and what do I want to watch a replay of? That would obviously mean I'd have to stay off of social media for one of them. We'll see. Doesn't matter. They're both going to be good. Just very different shows, obviously. Okay, let's see. Chris Dickinson and Jaka versus Jason Kincaid and Austin Theory. That's not for the Evolve Tag Team Championships. At least it doesn't say it is here. That could change. A Shine Showcase match, women's match, that's kind of unique for the Evolve shows. But it is featuring a girl who has been slithering around quite a few shows as of late. Priscilla Kelly versus Allison Kay, which is another brand I need to start watching some of. I know they just had a show usually have some pretty good talent in there, is Shine. So yeah. Rooting for Priscilla Kelly. I love her character. I've seen a couple of her matches. Kind of like a young Paige-ish kind of character, you know. Let's see. Keith Lee versus Fred Yehai. Oof. Another good one. Don't know who to root for in that one. They might just, knock each other out. Who knows? Donovan Dijak versus Ethan Page. Now that's going to be interesting. What if Ethan Page is champion? Of course, I'm rooting for Ethan Page to become champ the night before, but I also like Donovan Dijak. Interesting. Kyle O'Reilly versus Tracy Williams. Oh, man. I got a feeling Kyle O'Reilly's in for a bad night on this one. Yeah. Because, I think Tracy Williams might bring some Catch Point brothers with him to help him with this one. Just a guess. So I'm going to root for Kyle, but Tracy might walk away with this one for a win. Matt Riddle, WWN champ, versus Jeff Cobb for the WWN Championship if Riddle retains against Kyle O'Reilly the night before. I love how they do these. Oh, man. At Jeff Cobb's debut, I remember this, several months ago, he beat Matt Riddle. And that was a shocker. So, yeah, Riddle is not going to have an easy weekend. He's got Kyle O'Reilly and Jeff Cobb. Two very different styles. Both ass kickers, though. Total. Oh, man. I love Matt Riddle, but, man, I really got to root for Cobb on this one. It'll be interesting. Probably won't win, but I'm still going to root for him. Can't wait to see those two knock the hell out of each other again. And then for the headliner, Zack Sabre Jr., if Sabre retains against Ethan Page the night before, defending his championship against Leo Rush. I have a strange feeling this is going to end up being a three-way. Because I just have that feeling that Ethan Page is going to walk away with a win the night before. Obviously, Leo Rush would still want a shot at it. Wouldn't that be interesting if Ethan Page wins it the night before and then loses it right away in a three-way match to Leo Rush? That'd be very interesting. So that's my thoughts. A few favorites there I'm rooting for: Jeff Cobb, Ethan Page. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy weekend. I'll get into the WWE stuff within the next day or so as far as predictions. That's my thoughts on this. Thanks for watching.